Hey everybody, welcome to PHLY Flyers pregame presented by Bet365. It's never ordinary at Bet365. We are live in the Xfinity studio, and no, I am not Bill Matz. I am your assistant to the Director of Fun and Games, Steve Jaco. Joining me today is the one and only Kelly Hinkle. Hanks, how you doing on this lovely hockey Sunday?
Question mark? I'm very excited to be here, Steve.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah? Well, Kelly's, she's a big football betting fiend, so she's really missing not watching the 1 p.m. games right now and putting down just like insane parlays on just all the various games going on because Kelly knows about NFL football.
It's true. I do know ball.
You know ball. Kelly knows ball big time.
I don't really know puck, but I know ball. Let's go.
It is weird to be having a 1 p.m. Sunday hockey game during football season, but hey, you know what? I will take this over next week. I think when the Carolina Hurricanes play at 5 p.m. on a Sunday, which is just ridiculous. Why would they do that to us? But they hate us, truly.
Yeah.
What a weird matchup, though, for the Flyers today. We're going to get into the lineup in a second, but the opponent today is the Colorado Avalanche, who is just an unbelievable juggernaut of a hockey team. They are just ridiculous. 2 regulation losses, I believe, on the season right now. And they're just insane to think about. So this is going to be a really tough matchup for the Flyers. They have 46 points in 28 games played now, 22-6. Just absolute ridiculousness.
Is that good?
I think it's all right, yeah.
Okay.
And you just looked up MacKinnon's latest stats. What's MacKinnon up to now, Kelly?
Nate MacKinnon's got 48 points.
48 points in what?
48 points on the season.
In, I think, 27 games played. So
I'm going to be super psyched if a single Flyer gets to 48 points this season. I'm going to be honest with you.
Buckle up, Buckaroos. It's going to be a fun one. And let's talk about this lineup today. So not a lot of changes from the last one. We're waiting for final confirmation on the lineup.
We need the Charlie tweet.
Yeah, we need that Charlie tweet. We need our man on the inside, Charlie O'Connor, to confirm what is going on with the Flyers lineup. But what we saw from Jordan Hall is the latest of Flyers practice. This was yesterday, I believe. Sticking with Zegras, Dvorak, and Konechny on the top line, Grabenkin, Cates, and Brink, Michkov, Couturier, and Tippett, and Delorier, Abels, and Hathaway, which is an inspirational fourth line that we have not talked about a lot this year. We've talked about it way too much.
You know, when you're playing the best team in the league, you want Nick Delorier in your lineup.
Yeah, because, when
what
you think
if Nate
about...
MacKinnon gets saucy?
When you think about Nathan MacKinnon, you think about his penchant for fighting so much and not his superfoods that he's just consuming instead of sugar all the time, that he can just become a literal Superman out there. And it's just ridiculous.
What you do is you throw off these really highly skilled, really speedy guys. You throw them off. You put Nick Delorier out there. Very slow, very cumbersome. They don't know what's happening. They've never seen this before.
Rick
they get
Tocchet
confused.
is playing
it's
chess
not checkers.
while they're playing checkers over there. That's what's going on. Delorier, we've talked about this way too much, but Delorier, just such a slow, throwback of a hockey player. The last time you saw guys like him, Donald Brashear, were around. He's just not a guy for the modern NHL.
No.
But they seem to play well with him in there, so I guess that's okay. I
guess you can't fight science.
Yeah, you can't fight. But I was kind of hoping to see, not that he's exactly inspirational, but I was kind of hoping to see Carl Grundstrom in there today.
I mean, he might do something.
I did ask you 2 seconds before the show started going, his first name's Carl, right? And what did you say, Kelly?
Bob Grundstrom.
We all know Bob Grundstrom.
Good old Bob Grundstrom.
Great player, inspirational player there. But so Carl Grundstrom not in. I don't know why they're playing Delorier against the best team in the league, but here they are. I don't know when we see Grundstrom, but I have to imagine at some point in the next week we see him in there.
You would think so. You can't play Nick Delorier every night.
No.
So at some point you're going to have to throw him in there. It's... just not to dwell on this too much, I really do think that the thought process here is when Nick Delorier in, we win game.
We win game. Game go good with caveman. Yeah,
so, I mean, I don't really know if there was any thought beyond that, which is troublesome. But that's for another day.
I feel like it's all vibes with him at this point. Like just that, like, you know, he's got that dance that he did and everything in the club. And like, he's just like,
He's a great vibes guy.
he's a fantastic vibes guy. So maybe it's just the vibes on the bench that he brings, but there's something to it. Grunstrom, I don't know a lot about Grunstrom, but he played a few years with the LA Kings.
He did.
He has 15 points in 19 games played for the Phantoms.
Not bad.
Immature people might point out that he's got 6 goals and 9 assists.
That's pretty nice.
I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not an immature guy who would point out funny numbers or anything. So that's not me. But let's talk about the defense though, because like the offense stayed the same, and I think they did pretty good the other day. I would, not really. I don't know. I don't have any notes on the offense here, but let's talk about that defense. Let's get that graphic back up there, Brandon. Thank you so much. So the top pairing is wild to me. We've got Nick Seeler with Travis Sanheim, which I do understand from the perspective that Nick Seeler likes to play those hard minutes, and Nick Seeler can block some shots, and Nick Seeler is a defensive defenseman, but I don't love the idea of Nick Seeler getting, 24 minutes tonight?
Nick Seeler, another great vibes guy.
It's true. It's true.
He does bring a particular type of game to the ice that is, in fact, I think, useful. Unlike Nick Delorier, who is not useful.
You're forgetting about the punching, Kelly.
But
how could you forget about the punching?
Nick Seeler is not a 23 minutes a night guy.
No.
He's not a guy that you want to be putting out against Nate MacKinnon. No. That is going to be frightening. I mean, this is kind of just a game where I'm looking at the lineup. I'm looking at the Colorado Avalanche record, the points that their players are scoring, and I'm just thinking, like, all right, man, if we can hold on. If we can hold on, it's gonna be pretty great. And as I say this, I can guarantee you that we're gonna be doing a post game after a shootout win by the Flyers. So.
At least if we're doing
You're
a
welcome.
shootout win,
Yeah.
it's early, right?
That's true.
It's not one of those, like, when they played the Sabres the other night, Bill and I were terrified this game was going to go to a shootout because that started at 7:30. It was a nationally broadcast game.
Nightmare.
I'm like, I'm getting home at 1 a.m. This is going to be horrible. I got home just before midnight. I will take that every time. But yeah, the rest of the defense pretty much staying the same. I do like that they're keeping Andre and Drysdale together. I think that's been a really good pairing, very dynamic. I'm actually shocked it stayed together because you've got 2 skill guys together.
Yeah, and as you mentioned in the outline here, that's probably what Nick Seeler's doing on the top line.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to break up that pair, and that's understandable. But I also kind of feel like we're probably going to see these pairs get jumbled up a bit over the course of this game, because I think it's probably going to become obvious pretty quickly that you can't match Nick Seeler up against Nathan MacKinnon's line, which I guess is probably what you're going to do with your top pair defensemen, right? Like, you're going to throw them out against the other team's best line. That's kind of what you do. And I don't think that's going to work very well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see these pairs get broken up at some point during this game.
And not only am I worried about that, but I'm also really worried about this third pairing of Igor Zamula and Noah Juleson, which is like...
That's a...
Ooh, you are asking for trouble with that one. You've got one guy who doesn't understand how defense is played, and you've got another guy who just can't keep up with the speed of the other team on defense. So it's just a terrible pairing. On a bad day, that's not a pairing that you want to see. Against this Avalanche team, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare. I would imagine that if that pair sticks together, which you probably, what's the point of putting them with anybody else, really? If they end up with like 8 minutes tonight, I'll be kind of surprised. It's probably going to be a real heavy game for Travis Sanheim. I think he's going to be out there as much as they could possibly put him out there. So hopefully he's going to be able to keep it together. And of course, this is all dependent. I don't believe at this point we have the final lineup, but this is all dependent on Cam York, who is a game time decision right now. He is day to day. And this is a big factor because if Cam York's in there, this looks completely different. I imagine, if York's in there, obviously one of Zamula or Juleson is the one getting scratched. So if we get news on that from Charlie, our man on the inside, as I said, we will let you know ASAP about that, because that is a huge factor in this game. And I think a huge factor on if the Flyers win or lose this game, frankly, because Cam York is easily one of their best defensemen.
Oh, for sure. It's obviously going to make a huge difference. It would just be surprising to me if he's in.
What's the point? We're probably going to lose this game.
Right.
anyway,
I mean, it's just like, at this point, like, I would rather they be a little bit careful. Like, unless we're 100% sure he's totally fine.
Yeah.
And he just came out of that game for precautionary reasons or whatever. Unless we're 100% sure he's 100% good to go, I would rather he sat today and just got a little bit of rest because, as you said, if we're being honest with ourselves, York improves our chances, sure, but on the whole, chances aren't great that the Flyers are going to really be able to take it to this team.
Well, good news on that front because it turns out Cam York is not playing today, and those lines are exactly the same.
Nailed it.
So, yeah, we've got the best in the biz, Brenna, confirming info for us over here. So, just crushing it like always. The Flyers did call up Ty Murchison, who is a 22-year-old left-handed defenseman. I sincerely doubt he gets any playing time this week unless there is an injury.
No.
But he seems like a nice young
good for
boy.
him.
I don't know.
We love a guy named Ty.
Yeah, we do love a guy named Ty. Very Canadian name to have there, I think.
Remember Time Again? I loved him.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time.
Time and time
again.
Every blog claimed
The real
that
ones
joke.
know.
The real ones know. We're going to the Wayback Machine with this one. So, in case you were, we've talked about some, I don't know, iffy things with the lineup already. And in case you were not feeling great about that, well, we got some news for you on that front. So we all expected Dan Vladar to be in net today because, again, tough matchup. Dan Vladar has easily been the number one option for the Flyers this year. But you thought Dan Vladar was a lock to start today? Guess again, baby. Oh, we got slamming Sammy Ersson in there, the son of Ayers. He is starting this game. And how are we feeling about this, Kelly?
Oh, well, I'm on record with my thoughts about Sam Ersson. Hey, you know what? Any goalie can have a crazy good game at any time. They don't make any sense. Maybe today's the day Sam Ersson just goes lights out.
Perhaps today will be the day.
Who can say?
Who is to say? But look at those numbers up there. Somehow 5-2-2. 4 of those wins in shootouts, I believe.
Steve, a lot of people are saying that he's better than the numbers.
I have heard that a few times.
I've heard that a number of times.
The GAA is under 3 at this point.
Look at
which
that.
I will take. 297 GAA, 869 save percentage. So Sam Ersson's numbers, they look a lot better than they did before Wednesday, which I'll take.
There you go.
I don't feel great about this matchup, but we do know that Sam Ersson has stepped up a few times. We know he has ability. Consistency has really been his problem throughout his career at this point. But we're pulling for Sam Ersson. We want Sam Ersson to do well. I'm hoping he does well today. And Colorado, they're not totally unbeatable, but they've been a tough cookie to crack, a tough nut to crack, I think is the way to say that there. But we'll get to that in a second. I think, we've talked about the lineup. We've talked about the goaltending. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsors.
Oh.
Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Bet365 has 90 million users worldwide, live streams 780,000 events each year, early payout offers across the NBA and NHL. Bet365 pioneered live in-game betting, and today Bet365 offers the widest range of games and markets available for live in-game betting across 78 sports. With the Bet365 early payout offer, you're a winner if your team gains a 3-goal lead with an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. Download the app and use code PHLY365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Breaking news from Bet365. New customers now get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up, use the code PHLY365, deposit $10, and place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. If your bet wins or loses, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 plus and physically located in Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And I gotta tell you about Xfinity. The other day, I am over at a friend's place, all right? He's pumped to watch hockey, but his setup, total mess. Lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find the game. He claimed he was a big fan, but I feel like I've been fan-fished. See, if you call yourself a football or hockey fan, you gotta have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. I can find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place. And the way I watch, next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I've got all the action right in my living room. Plus, Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K, so clear, it feels like I'm in the arena. Sometimes I've got 4 games going at once because why not? On top of that, I get real-time notifications and live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K capable TV box. All right.
That was such a great set of ads.
Oh, the best. I mean, we love our sponsors here.
I
at
love those
PHLY.
goods and services.
Oh, goods and services are, in fact, the best. But let's talk about those Colorado Avalanche. We mentioned it already. They are unbelievable this year. 22-6. 2 regulation losses
That's
for the
wild.
Avalanche. It is disgusting. Like, we're watching our team.
boy.
We're going, we're doing pretty good, guys. Like, we feel good about this team. We like where they're at in the standings, right? And you look over at the Flyers. The Flyers' record it's pretty good. They're 15-8-3, 33 points, better than we expected to be. 2 regulation losses for the Colorado Avalanche. The one thing I would say that the Flyers have as a slight thing maybe in their favor today is Colorado's 2 regulation losses have been on the road.
Okay.
So the Flyers have that in their corner.
Sure.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, they're the best team in the NHL. They're 3 points ahead of the Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
There's no cutting around it. This is going to be a very difficult matchup today.
No, but as you pointed out pregame, this team played yesterday.
They did.
The New York Rangers, who are, not one of the league's best teams, took them to overtime.
New York Rangers 15-12-3. They also have 33 points. How about that?
Hey, look at that.
The Rangers are 3-8-2 at home, though.
I would say visually the Flyers are better.
The
But
eye test.
yeah, exactly. But so it's not like it can't be done. Like the Avalanche are going to lose more than 2 games this season, and they're going to lose more than 1 to a crappy team. And maybe today's the day that
Maybe
they do
today's
exactly that. You
I
never
would
know.
call us a
This is
mediocre
why that's true. You're right.
A
I was
mediocre
unfair of
team,
me. The Flyers are a mediocre team.
A B+
on the
team.
They're on the upswing, I
They're
would
on
say.
the upswing, yeah. We're feeling
But
good.
this is why hockey's the best, right? Because on any given day,
Any given Sunday,
on any
Kelly.
given, it is Sunday. Oh my God! On any given Sunday, a team of scrappy tryhards like the Philadelphia Flyers can beat a powerhouse team like the Colorado Avalanche, and you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Also, I just realized the Rangers have played 4 more games than the Flyers this season.
What is this schedule?
I truly do not understand it at all. Brenna, can we get the tail of the tape back up? Because I had something I wanted to talk about on there that I find fascinating. I found fascinating when I glanced. Thank you so much. So if we look over, the Flyers are beating the Avalanche in one area that I was very, very shocked about. Power play percentage.
Oh my word!
The Avalanche...
How is that possible?
When you said that got me. The Avalanche had a 15.31% power play percentage. The Flyers have an 18.67% power play percentage. That's shocking to me. That is completely shocking to me. Also, the faceoff percentage is pretty close. I think the Flyers are probably going to get whooped there today, but who cares? Who cares? Big whoop. But the power play percentage, maybe that's something in the Flyers' favor today. And the Flyers had a pretty exciting power play the other day because they put all the big guns together on the top unit.
Yeah, it's a crazy concept when you put all the best players together. It goes well. So we got a couple of things. Trevor Zegras is a cheat code. So we've got that going for us.
He is so just on the power play, the confidence he has, the way he just puck handles, the vision he has is tremendous.
And so maybe we can have some of our guys, like maybe you can have a Delorier or a Seeler. Like maybe some of these guys can goad the Avalanche into taking some penalties that they wouldn't normally take. And the Flyers can take advantage of the fact that their power play is really clicking right now. That is one thing that they might be able to do to try to get ahead of things in this game. I'm not sure how many penalties the Avs are taking right now. I could have looked at this.
The Flyers
not a
are
ton.
taking a lot of penalties.
The Flyers take a lot. They need to not do that. But also, if you can use kind of like, if you can use the fact that you're a pest, that you're an enforcer, that you're a scrappy guy, if you can use that to goad them into taking penalties, you might be able to get somewhere.
Maybe that's why Nick Delorier's in there today.
He's going to just
he
poke at
pokes
Nate
guys.
MacKinnon.
Yeah, he pokes. Big time poker guy right there.
Hey, guy.
But
why don't
hey
you
guy,
try
wanna
punching
fight?
me? Yeah.
Want to fight?
Why don't you punch me?
You've got Travis Konechny. You've got Matvei Michkov.
I heard
Trevor
your mom
Zegras
eats
does
sugar.
it too.
What? No, sorry.
They'll just do
I heard
sugar
your
taunts
mom.
all day.
Yeah,
like,
I heard your mom
They'll
ate
have
sugar.
pixie sticks and they'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey Nathan, you want some of these?" But no, I mean you've got guys who are pests over there.
Yes.
As I said, you've got Travis Konechny, you have Matvei Michkov.
I was going to say Michkov is pesty dude.
He doesn't even speak the language, and he's pesty about
Yeah.
it. And Trevor Zegras, man, like he did the head bob, the chicken head bob at the rooster bob at somebody the other day. It was great.
Yeah.
So you've got guys that can be pests, and so if you can get on the power play, that could be an advantage for you. That said, the Avalanche have an outstanding penalty kill as well, because why wouldn't they? They have the second best penalty kill in the league at 86.7%.
Well,
Yeah,
we tried.
I mean, you always want to be on the power play.
Of course, I'm told by those that know puck, it's better to have more guys on the ice than the other team.
You know puck, but you know ball and you know puck. You know all the sports over there. If the Flyers can get this to a shootout, the Avalanche are 0-3 in the shootout this year.
Dude, if the Flyers can get any team in this league to a shootout, they're winning.
Trevor Zegras, Matvei Michkov, Sam Ersson. Oh,
I was going to say, Sam Ersson.
All right, Brenna, revise the bets. This game's going to overtime. It's going to the shootout. It's a lock now. That's the Flyers are winning. It's going to overtime shootout. Make the craziest parlay you can imagine.
Don't do that.
We're going to get to the... Don't do that.
Don't bet real dollars.
responsibly, all that.
Yeah.
But we will get to the bets in a second. Let's talk about the goaltending real quick.
Oh,
Mackenzie Blackwood, ex-New Jersey Devil, is going. We thought for a second it might be the rookie Trent Meyer. Rookie, it's his 5th NHL game. I guess you can call him a rookie, right? But we thought it was going to be Minor. It is going to be Mackenzie Blackwood, who is only 7-1-1 with a 2.23 GAA and a 920 save percentage. A little bit better than Sam Ersson over there.
Sam Ersson's better than the numbers, number one. Number two, producer extraordinaire Brenna pointed out that Mackenzie Blackwood played yesterday.
Oh, there you go. So he's tired.
Avalanche showing zero respect to the Philadelphia Flyers. I hope that comes to bite them.
I mean, to be fair, the Flyers have shown them zero respect by starting Nick Delorier and putting Nick Seeler on the top pairing.
Well, also, I feel like the Flyers against Blackwood when he was on the Devils, I feel like we did pretty good.
I feel like that might have been the case.
It feels like a really random stat to be able to look up, so don't even try.
I can definitely look
No
that
one
up.
needs to fact check anything that I say.
I can look that up very easily.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe a tired Mackenzie Blackwood works in the Flyers' favor, despite the fact that he's got very good numbers on the season.
Well, let's look at these Blackwood splits over here. So Blackwood is, I'm sorry to tell you this, Kelly. Blackwood was 10-2-2 against the Flyers with a 927 save percentage and a 2.25 GAA.
I respectfully ask that no one fact check me.
This is pregame. We got nothing else to talk about. We got to fact check. This is all just hypothetical
Maybe
stuff.
I'm just remembering there was a lot of conversation about Mackenzie Blackwood being better than another goaltender, and we kind of won that argument. So maybe I was just replacing things in my head with that.
Tough matchup for the Flyers. But again, a back-to-back is always tough for a goaltender. So, I mean, you never know.
You know what? You get a lot of shots on Mackenzie Blackwood, and I'm told that he crumbles.
And I'm hoping the Flyers are very well rested after all that. Yes, lots of shots is the key.
You got to get a lot of shots on Mackenzie Blackwood.
Is for sure the key here.
He doesn't like them.
Before we get into the bets, the pregame picks and everything, let's talk about a couple milestones today per Adam Kittleman, who always does a great job with this milestone stuff. So first off, Sean Couturier will be the 4th Flyer to play 900 games, which is tremendous. What a career for Sean Couturier. Bobby Clark had 1,144. Claude Giroux, 1,000 exactly, which is always weird. What was it, 900 points in 1,000 games?
Yeah.
He finished his Flyers career with, which is bizarre.
He's a very exacting man.
And Billy Barber, 903. So Sean Couturier is most likely, unless I don't want to jinx him,
Steve,
but
Jesus.
He should end up being 3rd on this list, which is a tremendous Flyers career right there.
Pretty great.
Nick Seeler playing in his 400th NHL game.
Love that for him.
Yeah, maybe that's why he gets to be on the top pairing right there. It's his 400th game.
Yeah, I'll give him a little boost.
Put Nicky Seals up on that top pairing. Brent Burns, who I totally forgot was on the Colorado Avalanche, but he looks like he should have been there his entire career with that beard of his.
That's true.
Brent Burns will play his 1,526th game, tying Ryan Suter for 19th all-time, 7th all-time among defensemen.
Wow.
That's a career right there.
Seriously, Brent Burns, I feel like, has been in the NHL since I was born.
Well, Brent Burns has the greatest before and after picture from being a rookie, I think, of any hockey player of all time.
That's true.
Because Brent Burns is like rookie picture. He is just like clean cut and like, oh, gee, look at this, guys. And then now he's got the most grizzled mountain man beard you've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's missing like 6 teeth. Like, he really just morphed into a hockey player. Brent Burns, 40 years old, born in 1985, still trucking. So, good for Brent Burns over there. Don't do anything today, please, and thank you. Let's get into these pregame picks now. Let's talk about this.
Let's do it.
All right, here's our Bet365 pregame picks. Sign up, use the code PHLY365, deposit $10, and place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. You must be 21 plus and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, I got 2. I'm hedging my bets today. I got 1 for the Avs, 1 for the Flyers.
I like it.
We got Marty Necas. It's Necas, right? Yeah,
Necas.
yeah. He's been...
Although someone in the chat was like, does Kelly even know who Marty Necas is? No. Can you name 3 songs? I can't. Anyways, Necas.
Why are you even looking at the chat?
I don't know. I can't help it.
You can't help it. I can't even see it.
Good for you.
Marty Necas has I have him for an anytime goal. He's a plus 190 in there. Has 14 on the season, which is second on the Avalanche. He's been playing center on the top power play unit per what I looked at the other day on Daily Faceoff. I thought about going with MacKinnon because he's such a lock. Because what'd you say, 47 points again? And he's MacKinnon for 1+ points was minus 450, which is not worth your time unless you're putting a lot of money down. So I like Marty Necas because he's second. 14 goals is a lot of goals. So I think it seems likely, but we'll see on that front. And for the Flyers, I went with Matvei Michkov, 3+ shots on goal, plus 150.
That feels like a good one.
Yeah, I really think Michkov in the past month has really brought up his game. He's being a lot more productive offensively, and I thought he played well with Owen Tippett and Sean Couturier the other night. So feeling good about Matvei Michkov. Not good enough to score a point, but good enough to get some shots. Do we have any super chats? We got 4 super chats. Wow. Oh wow. All right. Let's go to those super chats. Let's zoom in on those suckers. Let's get in here. I got bad sight of my
I can't see because of the camera. I can't
see there we go. So what is that? Blessed Martian? Blessed Martian. Now D'Lo is scoring tonight. Blessed Martian.
You're welcome.
I would love a Nick Delorier goal. I would love it so much because it's like a unicorn.
I am a reverse witch. So.
Yes, you are a reverse witch. There's nothing better. He almost scored against the Sabres the other night, I believe.
Yeah.
He had a 5-hole opportunity, just missed it. Maybe Nick.
Let's
if
go,
Nick
Nicky
Delorier
D.
scores tonight, I will just rave about this in post game. Absolutely.
Me too.
All right, what we got next? All right, we got from JH. We love JH.
Friend of the pod.
Kelly Show. She lives. Go Ersson. JH loves some Ersson. He's an Ersson person.
She lives.
You're here, you're breathing, you're talking.
These are true.
You're living. This is living.
L-I-V-I-N.
We're talking about Flyers hockey. We're living the dream right here. Come on, nothing better than that. Thank you, JH. Always appreciate the support. What do we got next? We got from...
DA Flyers man.
DA Flyers man. The Flyers man.
Duh.
Steve is like Bill from an alternate dimension.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, I buy that. I was saying when I co-hosted with Charlie on the Thursday show, and I was saying you always need a loud, dark-haired guy with facial hair in one of these seats.
It's true.
So
it's the Seinfeld episode with the other friends.
Yeah. I'm
Steve's
the Bizarro Bill.
Bizarro Bill.
Bizarro Bill. Bizarro. Yep. All right, what do we got next? All right,
it's Richard Park.
Richard Park.
Bill and I decided this is Phantom's legend, Richard Park. Every time he comments,
Stays. Andre plays, Flyers win. D'Lo will do the elbow room dance. There we go. Let's go Flyers. Yeah,
I like it.
The elbow room dance, the one where he's doing like the little like. Yeah,
love the optimism.
Yeah, I would love if he scores and he does the elbow room dance. I will rescind every bad word I've ever said about Nick Delorier because that would be one of the all-time celebrations if that happens. And yes, Andre plays, Flyers wins. I can't agree more with that because I just feel like Emile Andre has been. I've said this before, like a shot in the arm on offense as far as the being a defenseman that actually is going into the offensive zone, going around getting opportunities offensively. All right. Do we have any other?
JH got one more.
JH got one in under the wire.
Folks, the game's starting. Stop super chatting us. We love you, but stop.
Noted fraud Nate isn't going to get it done. Flyers W. I want to call, Wait, Nathan MacKinnon's a fraud. That's what we're saying here.
I like it. This is the kind of trash talk you need ahead of a game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's drinking some beef tallow. I don't know what's going on, what he's doing pregame. It ain't sugar, that's
You know
for
how
sure.
sometimes you order a Diet Coke and you get a regular Coke? Maybe that happened to him today.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's going to throw
That's
off his whole game.
The opposite of my experience. You're the Diet Coke, I'm the regular Coke, and I get it. I'm like, no, they mixed us up.
There you go. Yeah.
All right,
one
folks,
more. David Chubb. No, we got one more.
Oh, we got the Chubb Institute. David Chubb got in under the wire.
Guys, my new trainer.
My new trainer used to train Giroux. Cooked.
Look out for David Chubb.
I just was reading something the other day about how Giroux has actually been a great veteran signing for the Senators.
Of course he has been.
I don't know. We all love Claude Giroux. Even if he is cooked, I would not say a bad word about him because I love him. I love him so much. But thanks for the inside info. We do appreciate that. All right. We all good, Brenna?
Yay.
All right, folks. Well, join us for postgame in a few hours, and let's go Flyers.
We all silly like the mayor.